Hey everyone, this is Lindy.
And I'm Russ.
And today we are going through some amazing organization and storage solutions.
When we renovated our home, we had three things that we had in mind whenever we tackled a space. It had to look good, it had to have organization, and it needed storage.
So when we finally finished renovating that home, I really wanted to go through the whole house and share a lot of our organization and storage solutions because there are a lot of them, and I'm going to share all those tips with you today as I tour the old house. So we're going to start in the office, which obviously has a ton of great organization. This was one of the first rooms we did, and I have decluttered some of these cabinets already, but they have been packed full for a long time, and it's been really functional organization for us. In some of the taller cabinets, I put all of our larger items, as well as some bins that fit perfectly into the space. So by using those bins, I was able to organize different sections of craft and DIY and design materials without wasting any space in the cupboards. All of my craft and DIY supplies are stored in these drawers. And as you can see, there's a ton of small storage and organizational pieces in these drawers to organize inside of them. For example, I have these drawer organizers that organize inside the drawer, as well as these little spice rack organizers from IKEA that I actually use to organize all of the ribbons and bows. I use different sizes of plastic bins to organize different materials depending on the sizes of those materials. The last thing in this room that I'll note is our filing cabinet. It's just a tiny filing cabinet under my desk. That's where we store all of our important paperwork and stuff that we need. And when it comes to organizing paperwork and files, we do keep some on hand until we go through it, but we try to go through it on a regular basis, and a lot of the stuff that we need to have, we can either scan or keep on the computer and in the hard drive in multiple copies so that we don't have to keep paper around forever. The entry is specifically designed for what our family needed, which was hooks and shelves for every member of our family. So we actually had little smaller hooks that we put up for the kids. This is all very decluttered right now, but we do have hooks here, which is where the kids typically would hang their jacket and their backpack. Then we had shelves here, which is extra space, a basket for each of us. They're not labeled, but the kids know which basket and which shelf was theirs, so they knew exactly where to put their stuff. And then we also have two drawers at the bottom that we kept all of the non-seasonal things in. So if it was spring, we'd put all of the snowsuits and stuff down there. The laundry room is one of the rooms we completed most recently, and it was specifically planned for all of our cleaning supplies and laundry needs. I do keep all of our dryer balls and like True Earth laundry sheets on the counter because we just use them every day and they look nice. So these cupboards are full of all of our laundry and cleaning supplies. Then at the other side, our tall cabinet holds all the tall things like brooms and vacuum cleaners. And over here is my Glowforge. If you don't know what a Glowforge is, check out the video linked up top. We use our Glowforge to make lots of different home decor and gifts and DIY projects. We bought one of these Husky white toolboxes, and it perfectly fits all of our Glowforge materials, acrylics and woods and stuff, as well as all of my Cricut materials like vinyls and Cricut tools, so that's in one easy to find organized space. again, storage was one of our priorities, and we actually moved the wall about 7 inches that way just to be able to add an extra linen closet situation into this bathroom. So we do have some towels and sheets and things in the upstairs bathroom as well, but you can see this is pretty well organized and pretty pared down. One of the biggest things I would suggest if you're looking to organize your spaces is to edit those spaces. Go through everything you have and remove the stuff you haven't used or barely ever use. We kept enough towels that we could have what we need on a weekly basis and what our guests would need if we had a house full of guests, and that's about all that we kept. Again, I love small clear plastic containers. I'll link some of my favorites in the description, but all of these drawers are nicely organized with clear plastic containers, so everything has a home. In our hallway here, we have these barn doors, which we custom built. And if you've ever wondered what's behind them, dun, 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 this is my decor closet. For the most part, my extra pillows, extra blankets are on this shelf. I do have a couple more baskets to store candlesticks, little decor items, and then like planters and baskets and vases are down here. So if you're wondering how I'm able to switch out decor and where I store all that, this is where it is. And then on the other side is our pantry. A bunch of our bulk dry goods are in these plastic containers with the pop tops, which I love and highly recommend. I have also added labels to a lot of these. I just did that with my Cricut Joy. It was really easy. If you're a label junkie, I highly recommend a Cricut Joy and their label paper. You'll love it. Then we have some larger baskets, and so they're organized by like canned fruits and veg, oils, pastas and dry carbs, and stuff like that. The fresh stuff is in the corner there. So by organizing all of that into bins, the kids know exactly where to find it. We know exactly where to put it when we come back from the grocery store. And I could still add labels to these. It's been on my to-do list for a while, but I obviously have not done it. Some of you might recognize this furniture piece that we made over actually for free. We use this to store all of our table linens, like napkin rings, napkins, tablecloths. And I also use it to store some decorative items. It's a really handy piece that I love in the hallway, but I'm hoping to add to a dining room in a new home one day. The kids have been playing in the playroom here. But what I wanted to show you was the organization behind me and in the closet across from us, because even though they're playing, they know exactly where all this stuff belongs.
Yep, because our parents, because we have each bin for every toy.
Where does Lego go?
Lego goes on the Lego bin or on the Lego table.
Again, with the kids, just making sure that you have functional storage. It hides all the ugly stuff when this is actually clean. And the kids know exactly where it goes. You guys clean up after yourselves, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, they are very good cleaners. I thought I'd show you the kitchen just to show you, but there's no crazy special organization in here. It's a pretty standard kitchen. A couple things we have done is organize under the sink. We did that a while ago and we really maintained that organization, which I'm really proud of. And organization in our corner cupboard for our pots and lids specifically. I did like a dollar store hack. And of course we have all the containers for in the drawers for our utensils and silverware and stuff. But other than that, pretty standard kitchen, with the exception of one custom piece that we did over here. This is the custom coffee bar we did a while ago. It actually does have some pretty practical storage just on the shelves and stuff. We actually do keep our decaf and regular coffee beans here and use the sugar containers and stuff. But the big custom piece is the piece underneath. This guy is a cabinet that we built because we didn't have storage for our garbage, recycling, that kind of stuff. So we created a custom piece that fit around these IKEA bins. So now we have plastic, paper, garbage, and bottles, and everything has a home. Our kids know where to put it, and it was just a really good use of the space. So if you don't have storage for something, consider creating a custom piece that fits everything you need. Some of you guys might recognize this cabinet as well. It's in the side of our dining room, and it was a cabinet that we made over for one of our videos. What I love about this piece is that I used it to replace a really traditional piece of furniture that a lot of people used to have in their homes, which is those curio cabinets. I'm not a huge fan of those curio cabinets, but I did have a lot of those pieces that I wanted to keep and just didn't really want on display all the time. So that's what this cabinet is. It stores a bunch of pieces that are sentimental or special to us, but we don't necessarily use regularly, pull out on a regular basis, or show off to everyone. We don't have a ton of organizational needs in our living room, but one thing we did do is hide all of our electronic cords by building out our fireplace and TV surround. So if you're starting from scratch ever, I highly recommend this. I will link the post in the description box below so you can see exactly how we did it. But everything is hidden and leads down here, so it's fully accessible, and it's just a really nice way to hide all of that electronic cording that you would usually see in a living room. We built this desk a long time ago, originally for me, but it wasn't very long until our kids overtook it. So now it contains all of their craft storage, and everything has its own little container. So again, it's about making sure they know where everything goes and everything has a home, so that cleanup is fast and easy. Upstairs here we have some more built-in storage that we created. These are actually an IKEA hack, and if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But I never showed you what we've been storing in these drawers, so let me show you quickly. So when it comes to storing items, another big tip is to store items where you're using them. So this is my workout mirror. It's actually a Lululemon mirror. If you haven't heard of them, I'll put a link in the description. You can check it out. It's really awesome. And some of my workout equipment. And I store all of my yoga and workout stuff in these drawers because this is where I use it. And then this side of the built-ins is where we store all of our games. As a family, we actually really like playing games. So we have a couple drawers of grown-up games for us when we have friends over or family over, and then the top drawer is all kid-related games and stuff. One of the space-saving hacks I have for you when it comes to games, I ordered a bunch of these zipper pouches. They're pretty strong, they work really well. What I did with these is just cut the front of the boxes of their games off and the back if needed, and then put all of the accessories in here. So instead of having like 15 thick boxes of games, I was able to store everything in these little pouches that take up significantly less space. So I highly recommend this. So we recently finished this bathroom and we added, again, tons of storage, a big vanity, and lots of built-in storage here. As with every room, there's usually a few things that you want kind of hidden away that aren't visually pleasing. If you have stuff like that, my recommendation is to buy baskets or bins that are aesthetically pleasing, that look pretty. Sometimes they cost a couple dollars extra, but if you're like me, you can find them on sale at HomeSense. And that's what I do with the boxes at the bottom of this arch here. I think they're just really pretty. They actually add a lot of warmth to this otherwise pretty cool looking room. So yeah, another great tip, and lots of great storage in this room. All of our bedroom closets in this house had custom closet built-ins added to them. This is one of those units in the girls' room, and most of them have little containers that fit in that divide the things in the drawers as well. So everything's nicely organized. One thing that I do in their closet and in our closet is about once a season, I go through and purge them. I like to go through and purge anything that they have either grown out of, choose not to wear anymore, or haven't touched in a year even though they say they love it. In planning our ensuite up here, we also took some time to plan out storage situations. I think it's really important when you're starting any reno to do that. But for such a small bathroom, this space is packed with storage because we have the floating shelves across from the vanity. We have a vanity with actually quite a bit of storage for a small vanity. And then one of the things we splurged on in this bathroom was a really nice medicine cabinet that has a bunch of storage in it for everyday items. And one of the things we thought ahead and did was add these little niches on the side. So Russell actually built those in, again, just for our everyday items so we can have as much as possible off the countertops. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of those organization tips and tricks, and hopefully you enjoyed peeking inside of all of our cabinets and drawers, because I know some of you were curious about some of those furniture makeovers we did and what we're actually keeping inside of those. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let us know if you got any good tips or organization solutions in the comments below. And as always, hit that bell so you don't miss out on future DIY and home renovation videos.
Thanks so much for watching.